Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a ranking of the recent Arrow Video Family Video sale from a few weeks ago that I got 10 movies out of. They were having a really great deal. It was all the Arrow videos were like 50% off, so I got a bunch of them. So I finally went through and watched all of them. The very bottom one right here, my number one out of all of them, instantly jumped into my top 10 favorite horror movies. I loved all of these movies, except for these first two. So basically, everything in between number one and numbers 10 and 9 is basically tied for second. I had an awesome time with these movies, and of course, before I get into the ranking, I do have to plug my new comic down below in the description. I've self-published 2 comics before, and my third one is down below in the description on Indiegogo. There's also some links to some other books I've self-published on Amazon, but my main concern right now is my Indiegogo because that is limited time only. But starting off with number 10, we have The Driller Killer. This was the only one I could not get through, and it's sad because I was excited for this one. If you watched the Horror Haul, which I uploaded today, recorded it a few days ago, but uploaded it today, you might see me in there saying, oh, I'm excited to watch The Driller Killer, but no, this was the only one I could not get through. I probably got like 30 or 40 minutes into it, and then I rage quit. I just couldn't take it. It's got such a great name, and this looks great, but I just despised it. I was bored out of my mind, you guys, okay? The next one, The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave, I was disappointed with because it's got such a great name, great art, but it just didn't really know what kind of story it was trying to tell. It was entertaining, but it really was not worth the price. I was sort of entertained, but it was just like the plot was just extremely awful. It went from being about one serial killer into a haunted house story to being about another serial killer, and there were so many plot holes. Some things were never explained. So many loose ends that it really was not worth the money. So those were the only 2 I hated. The rest of these I all absolutely love, and it's really hard to rank these. Everything right here is tied for second. Number 1, by far, one of the best purchases I've had since buying the movies physically instead of only streaming them. But anyways, enough rambling. Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. I cannot speak highly enough about this movie. This is one I'm eagerly awaiting a rewatch for. I can't wait to get back and rewatch this. I've got so many new movies though that I want to watch first. Like I want to make some more way through that Puppet Master box set, and I've got a few new Criterions that you guys probably saw in the haul that I want to get to as well as a bunch of stuff I got as like far back as like last year that I still haven't gotten to yet. But this is definitely high on my list for a rewatch. Definitely recommend this. This is from the 70s. It didn't have a DVD release until the early 2000s, and it's finally on Blu-ray. And this is just an awesome movie, very dreamlike, very creepy. If you guys like carnivals, of course, then it's definitely for you. It's very terrifying. I don't want to spoil any of these movies, so I'm not going to go much more into it. But then this was my first Fulci movie, which was The Black Cat, an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. A very great adaptation, very spooky, just absolutely fantastic movie. I love this movie, and this is another one that's high up on my list to rewatch. I want to rewatch this one right away. The Black Cat was a really fun movie. This was the final one I watched, the last one I watched, which I just watched a few hours before recording this. Man, I wish I could have watched a few of these again before doing this ranking, because I'm already like, what if I put this here, that there? But The Cat o' Nine Tails, another amazing Dario Argento movies. I've loved every single Dario Argento movie I've seen so far, which is this one, Deep Red, Suspiria, and Bird with the Crystal Plumage. So I've loved all the Dario Argento movies that I've seen so far. So let me know in the comments some more Dario Argento movies for me to get, guys. Let me know down below what other Dario Argento movies you guys recommend. But Deep Red here, Deep Red, absolutely beautiful movie, and I love the art right here. That's just really cool art. But this was another creepy movie, really suspenseful, had me guessing the whole time. That's what I love about these giallo films that I've been watching a lot of lately. I love the mystery in them, and they just keep you on your toes, keep you thinking the whole time. They keep you looking at these little details. This one, The Stuff, was actually not in the video I made when I recapped the haul, because for some reason it took them like 2 or 3 extra weeks to send this thing to me. And it said in stock when I ordered it. I don't want to bore you guys, but then it didn't come, and they were like, "Oh, it must be out of stock," and blah blah blah. Our website didn't update, and they sent me it weeks later with torn plastic here. Even though it was in the shrink wrap when I took that out, this was torn, which is kind of weird. But The Stuff, not to meander too much, The Stuff was an incredible movie. I had so much fun with this, you guys. Let me know some other wacky movies like The Stuff. Because I love this. I loved this. This was just a really fun movie. It had me laughing. It was just, I just can't say enough good stuff about The Stuff. Really, you can't get enough of The Stuff. And then we're in the top 3 here, but we have The Mutilator, which was a fun slasher movie that my friend Andrew / Devin Graham, who recommended me a few of these, including this one right here. He had roasted me when I did the last video about this haul when I was showing everything off, because I was like, when I showed it, I was like, oh, and then we got The Mutilator. I haven't heard anyone say anything about this. And then he roasted me. He messaged me. He's like, what are you talking about? Everybody talks about The Mutilator. I was like, well, I never heard anyone talk about it. But The Mutilator, great slasher, fantastic movie. Highly recommend to anybody that likes slasher movies. Then getting into the top 2 here, we have The Initiation, which is another recommend from my friend Andrew, which ended up being another fantastic slasher movies. Slasher movies are my favorite. Giallo movies might be my second favorite type of movie. It's really debatable right now, but I think slasher movies will always be my favorite. And surprisingly, it took me a long time to get The Initiation. But this is another Andrew recommend, and I'm glad I finally got around to this movie, because this was a really enjoyable movie. Definitely recommend this movie to everybody. And then finally, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. This one, oh my goodness, guys! As soon as I saw it, it jumped into the top 10. It jumped into the top 10 for me, and it is just an absolutely beautiful movie. I don't want to spoil this at all for you guys, so no spoilers at all in this video. If you made it this far, you already know that. But this movie, everyone drop whatever you're doing right now. Go get The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. And sorry if you guys can hear my dog. She's barking outside. But anyways, drop what you're doing right now. Go get The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, everybody. Do yourself a favor and watch this movie if you haven't already. And that was my ranking of the Arrow video haul from the Family Video 50% off sale. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, and you want to see me do weird things with my hands, please subscribe and ring the bell and hit the thumbs up, and share out this video with all your friends who might like it. And please don't forget about my newest comic book down below in the description. It's called Secret Comics Presents. It's a collection of 4 short stories written by me, drawn by the fantastic artist Jason Robinson. That's down below in the description, as well as my horror books on Amazon. So have a fantastic day, everybody.